right there.
You might have a point with the dementia thing, but don't go quoting the old man.
Finally, we're all on again. Time for us to actually play either way you get us right from the time we started playing.
Yeah, and because of your little disappearing act, I was subject to gaming with that snake, Billy.
Come on, Donald, just let it go. You know, it was Bill's fault the game glitched. Besides, it's not even like he was doing it controlled. George and I couldn't respawn either. Hey, kudos to using proper grammar there, Barack. Sounds like, of course, now you're defending Joe after he busted out the most racist line. Barack, you completely set yourself up there. Don't even start. All I said was my grammar nagging was working. You're the one who said nobody likes an nagging. You really didn't stop and think for a second how that could be misheard by a group of old dudes with fleeting senses?
Yeah, Barry, I'm just a wee little old man with hearing trouble. I didn't mean nothing by it.
Whatever. We're wasting time when we could be slaying zombies. Everyone get on Black Ops 1 before racist Van Winkle here decides it's time for another presidential nap.
Still, I maintain the belief that Bill did it on purpose as some kind of weird retribution for how badly I smacked his wife. Metaphorically, mind you, I'm not out here beating women, so don't even make that joke. In the 2016 election...
No, domestic abuse is not funny. Anyway, morbid segue. Did Melania tell you about her first time trying COD Zombies the other night?
Her first time trying COD Zombies? What are you talking about?
Oh, God, he doesn't know.
Listen, Johnny, don't freak out. But no,
She was going to get all the ladies on. And for some reason, it didn't even cross my mind to ask her what game they were going to play. Obviously, I would have suggested something like BO3, but yeah, I kind of had a Sleepy Joe dementia moment there.
I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Joe said they all have a lot of fun playing. So really, that's all that matters, right?
I guess I agree. I mean, hey, if it gets Michelle off my back about video games for good, then it's worth it.
I just can't believe she used my computer to play Advanced Warfare. I got to get two ones. This one is taken.
Johnny, the computer's fine. Now let's all hop on Kina.
All right, boys, time to show you all that the John is still a zombie pro without crutch mechanics.
That is Captain. Last time we tried to play this, you literally asked if we could switch to the BO3 version instead.
Okay, that's actually a good idea, though. Can we switch? I missed by Baymaker.
What? No, we can't switch. The whole point is that we're playing Black Ops 1.
Relax, Barry. He's just messing with you. We know how long you've been waiting to play this, and now here we are playing. Although, you better keep that in mind the next time I ask to play Baldur's Gate 3.
Really? You're going to leverage playing BO1, the game we were already planning on playing, to play BG3?
I mean, I shouldn't even have to. You all agreed to play it back when Joe suggested Pal World. Yeah, Pal World. Do you remember that game? The game we bought and played once and never touched again?
I mean, technically, Joe agreed on all of the so I didn't actually say anything. But I guess I didn't object either, so fine, I did that.
Wait, agree to what? I don't remember agreeing to anything.
Of course you don't. But enough about that. Game starting. Everyone focus on it.
Man, it feels good to do that. Although, Jesus, my FOV is cranked to high head.
Yeah, I gotta rip out the console commands here. Mine was already good.
Seriously, who thought putting the default FOV to 65 was a good idea? Much better.
Yeah, I didn't like the default FOV is so stuffed in these older COD games, but at least you can change it with console commands and plutonium.
Wait, how do I do it again? My gun is really big on my screen, too.
Joe, you gotta hit the key above tab, then type in CT_FOV100. That's the field of view. At least that's what I need.
Okay, CT_FOV and then what was it, 10? Well, my game is super zoomed in now.
Not 10, you got 100.
Wait, I might actually like this. Easier to see with my fading vision. Ah, yes, there it is. The best starting wall weapon in this game. When it goes Olympia.
Ah, hell no. Blood did not just buy the Olympia off the wall.
Brock, I do not want to hear it. You're probably an M14 user. Disgusting. Now hold on, let me fix this FOV so I can go fast again.
Unironically, can you commit anything to memory anymore? How many times do I have to remind you, Joe, the FOV does not actually make you go fast. Oh, and by the way, I bought the M14 off the wall just to spite you.
How to beat the heat. If you're struggling to stay cool in hot, stuffy rooms without an air conditioner, this quick solution will take just 5 minutes. This heated stretch cools any room in 30 seconds for nearly zero cost.
Fuck you, Joe.
Blasphemy. Olympia game for life.
Okay, seriously, I can't not say something about this anymore. Joe, why the fuck?
Testosterone or something, and it's making his voice weaker. Say something, Barack.
Oh, great. Here we go with this again. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing anything to my voice but talking normally. Donnie, don't let George gaslight you. Think for yourself. Do I actually sound different?
I don't know. Try saying something that's like you normally do. Like, I love you, Danny, Trump, or something. Then I'll be able to tell.
What the fuck? No, I'm not saying that.
Wait a sec. Why does the wall say beware the 6th? Are they talking about January 6th?
Shut up, Bill. Very just say it for Donald to tell.
Come on, Obama, don't be a bitch. Just say it besides, but I'm pretty sure your voice sounds normal to me. George's mind is probably going the way of the Joe here. but I just need to hear that one line to confirm it.
Whatever. If it's what you gotta hear, so be it. I love you, Daddy. Happy now?
Oh, yes, very happy. Hold on one sec.
Wait, Donald, so does it sound weird or not?
Man, I don't know. He sounds like Barack to me, but who cares about that? This is what it's all about. Everyone prepare your ears.
I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. Tell what I love you, Daddy. Donald, you piece of shit. You really put me on the Discord soundboard?
Oh, man, this is 24 karat gold right here. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner.
And now you're in my window stealing zombies, too. Jesus, where does it end with this guy?
Sorry, what was that, Barack?
I love you, Daddy.
Much better.
I'm feeling a very strong urge to seek down whatever gangs are going to target them all on Orlando right now. Hold on, Joe. I'll come with it.
Gotta say, that's pretty wild, Donnie, taking Barry's voice out of context and using it without his permission.
So it could be worse. You could be doing one of those AI deepfake voice things that Kamala keeps showing me, where they take your voice and make you say whatever they want. I've been hearing ones of me, and it's so realistic I can't tell the difference. So I've sent my elite team of cyber hackers to shut them down.
Whoa, easy on the meta, Joe.
What does any of that have to do with Mark Zuckerberg? Speaking of which, I should hit him up. It's been a while since I last saw Marky Mark.
If that's who you're calling Marky Mark, I don't even want to know what the funky bunch is. Now, anyway, someone needs to open up the first door here. Any volunteers? Barack, how about you?
Yeah, I got it. Open the door, or else you're going to spam the soundboard. I already know how this goes.
Well, that's no fun. I can't torment you if you cooperate. Wait, who am I kidding? Of course I can.
I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. George, please, don't you have an admin in this server? You got to delete that.
A fruitless endeavor. As soon as you delete one, 2 more will spawn in its place.
It's the classic hybrid maneuver. Sorry, Barry, there's nothing I can do.
You know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to let Don discriminate because, after all, we are on the best zombies map of all time. Keynote or Toad and Black Ops 1.
Yeah, okay, can't silence it. Just hang on for a sec, Donnie. Gotta deal with these dogs first. Screw it, I'm sticking to the bride. Yeah,
Dude, I just finished saying don't get swarmed.
I didn't get swarmed. It was the one dog in front of me.
Like that makes it any better.
That's why you don't use the M14, Jack. Libya gang on top, as it should be.
You have got to be kidding me. I'm down.
You're seriously telling me Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is the last guy up right now? Barry, I do not want to hear a single thing about gobble drums and crutch mechanics ever again.
Bro, I have the Dragon on, and you have the starting gun. No wonder we went down. Joe's the only one who has an actual gun.
Well, technically, I bought the M14, so not only Joe.
Yeah, you're down. So I guess that settles you. Let's give us the M14 debate. Now hurry up with the virus.
Don't worry, guys. Just got to take out these dogs with my goat Libya first. Super Biden clutch incoming. Ouch. No.
Yes, personally, but
Shut up, George. You were literally already down. You couldn't have clutched that any more than you clutched the World Trade Center.
of course, here we go.
Just saying, bro. You crashed and burned trying to arrest Donnie.
Either way, time to pack it up, fellas. That's keynote to token for the book.
Whoa, what the hell? No way. We only got to round 5. That was barely even a place. We're running it back. We have to.
Yeah, honestly, I'm with Barry. That was a pretty pitiful ride.
Like I said earlier, I've been waiting months to play this. No shot am I going to count that crappy run.
Fine. Then start it up, you Friday, before I take my line.
You see wearing cargo pants that feel like cardboard? That's like huge bearskin cargo pants. The 6-pocket, breathable, and stretchable cargo.
All right, now this time, let's actually focus on the game and not go down before we get to double digits.
Hey, I was the last one alive with you guys who couldn't handle the OG zombies.
Whatever, Joe, you got lucky because you had the stupid Olympia. And once I hit the box, it'll be a piece of cake.
Definitely can't forget the interact with all the meteor rocks for the music piece here.
Hell yeah, 115 is probably the best song in all of zombies.
That is absolutely false. How can you say that when Lullaby for a Dead Man exists?
Oh, get real, Donnie. There's no way your favorite COD zombie song is Lullaby for a Dead Man.
That is a pretty good one and a classic. But my favorite is probably Shepherd of Fire. Avenged Sevenfold really went all out on that.
Now, you guys are all tripping. The best COD zombie song is Carrion from Transfer.
Maybe if you enjoy listening to music that makes your ears bleed. Joe, you probably like that hit song from that girl that was dressing up like she was in Kiss. What was her name? JoJo something. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or some weird shit.
Oh, you're talking about JoJo Siwa? I heard it. Not really my style. I do enjoy her early work, though.
All right, Grandpa, maybe you should keep your music taste to yourself. That doesn't even have anything to do with zombies.
For real, what the hell do you mean by her early work?
Actually, never mind.
Okay, well, it's round 5 again, and I'm not going to get smoked by some dogs in this time, so I'm opening up the door.
Oh, God, thank you, Barack. Now I can finally get the MP40.
I love you, guys.
Lauren, let's keep you around. Is that good? Joe, it's not the same when you want to be swift.
I think Joe has a great idea. Totally replace mine with his line.
No, yours is just too perfect, Barry. Anyways, I just spent all the time.
I love it.
You're welcome. Just doing my part to help out.
Unbelievable, this guy.
Does anyone know where the box is? This PM63 is almost out of ammo.
You bought the PM63, why didn't you just buy the MP40?
My goals are far beyond your understanding, George. I even bought this heretical M14 to try and get into the mindset of an M14 user.
What have you learned about being licensed?
It looks like the box is in the alley.
Well, I've just learned that I absolutely cannot aim for shit with this M14. I just whipped every single shot on that dog.
Joe, you did use your English skip.
Oh, yeah, remember the sharpshooter Stephen Barry?
Oh, come on, that only took like 2 tries. The first one was a warm-up.
No, full excuse, Gary. Nobody else needed it. We all did our shots the first time.
Hey, don't be yapping like that. I got shooters, and unlike me, they don't miss. How would you like Agent Hughes to introduce you to the taste of 9mm hollow point? Bitch.
What the? Rob, what are you teaching?
Oh, don't bring me into this.
Well, there is no way you can do that.
Oh, because it's a threat of gun violence, it has to come to the black guy, right? You're a real piece of work, Don. You know that?
Are sharing thanks for the heads up on max ammo, homie.
You don't even serve.
You gotta be kidding. The M70 too long, I'd rather not have you done at all.
Yeah, well, at least you did the box. I've only got 720 points. I'm a freaking brokey.
Well, you better get used to it, because being a freaking broke isn't going to stop at COD zombies. With those hundreds of millions that are being ordered to pay by the court.
Yeah, wasn't it like 300, 400 million or something? Hate to say it, but it might be time for some downsizing.
Hey, I think the bone on that. It was like 175 million.
Yeah, thanks to your buddy Don Hankey and his insurance company, Night Specialty, or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. We've installed the original straight up company. As if you don't know. Can you stop poking around my legal business?
Hey, it's nothing personal, man. Just keeping up with what's going on. Like that gas order case. I mean, how can I not? That guy literally sells immolated outside the court.
Hey, don't blame me for that. Got my phone turned himself into an iron three-ton zombie from Canada.
Damn, Donnie, that is extremely messed up.
Seriously, way out of money. But besides that, you really got this publisher dude, David Pecker, to embellish stories about your opponent in the 2016 election.
Come on, as if people aren't writing total bullshit about me on the day when
I'll tell you what's not bullshit. You paid $130 grand to Stormy Daniels to keep your little mushroom leader a secret.
Okay, seriously, what the hell is this? Are we playing COD Zombies? Quit like Donald out. You want me to start going off on you guys? Barack, what happened to your chef who mysteriously drowned?
Come on, Donald.
Why do you repeatedly pretend like you only have 6 grandchildren and ignore the one your crackhead son Hunter had with some random woman?
Actually, Donald, I did acknowledge her, so you're not even right about that.
Of course you did. You should always keep your mouth shut about children.
They have to sit back and join the petty squabbles. I'm an innocent bystander here.
Right. Just like all those innocent people affected by Hurricane Katrina that you were so eager to help out in Retool, records coming home from your vacation. You know, there's a reason Kanye and I are slimes, and all he said about you was that you don't care about black people.
No, Kanye is like a neo-Nazi. I would not be bragging about being slimes with him, but I guess, then again, of course, you would.
He thinks graduation.
Damn it. Okay, I guess you've got a point, but still. Anyway, enough of the politics. We're only on round 6. We need to kick this zombie slaying into high gear and get to town.
Forget that. I don't even have a gun I want to upgrade yet.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, advanced AI.
The ballistic knife? Oh, fuck me sideways.
Take it, Donnie. No balls, you won't.
I mean, I'll take it for a few minutes to rack up some points, but ain't no way I'm going to keep this hunker down.
Obviously, it would be nice for the revive. Donnie is really known to be one to make sacrifices for the betterment of the group. Oh crap, I'm stuck. Hey, see, this would be a perfect time to have some.
Or I could just revive you normally like I'm doing now. Ah! Well, there you go, Joe. There's your sacrifice. I tried to rescue you and it got me killed.
It's alright, I just got used to Bill coming to revive you guys.
I got Donnie George, you just do.
I got you. Also, Ron, are you still using the starting pistol?
Yeah, my MP40 is out of ammo, but I don't want to get rid of the 1911 because I'm keeping that to get the Mustang and salvage. That is the real Obama gun.
Oh my gosh, guys, I just got the ray gun. Looks like I'm the captain of the Ray Gun Wars Club this time.
Well, you were the first to get one, so it's only fair. I got the command of it. Definitely not mad about that.
You guys are always living in Red Pirate Roberts. That was such a pride. Not to be confused with other Red Pirate Roberts, that guy who sold drugs on the dark web. I think Hunter took up that mantle.
Inconceivable. What is? Rob, it's a quote from the movie. How can you expect us to call you the Dread Pirate Roberts when you can't even remember what is quite possibly the most famous line from it.
Facts. Either that or the classic. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I'm going to be honest. I've actually never seen The Sunset Bride.
What? Well, I definitely know what movie we're watching for the next sleepover. Are you serious? The Dragon Dog? At that point, I might as well just stick the ballistic knife.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just using the MP40 to rack up points. I don't even have perks yet, so I've got some grinding to do here.
I just bought Speed Cola, and I already have Joe. Having the command it sure helps out a ton.
That's really great. I'm glad you're enjoying having perks and a good gun and not being stuck in the depths of poverty like I am.
Well, it's probably because you're still using the ballistic knife. Don't you have the MP40? Why don't you just use that?
Well, obviously I was using it to get melee kills for more points. Everyone that plays zombies knows that. But it's getting pretty weak, and I don't exactly have the cheddar to upgrade to the Bowie knife. Now would be a great time to pop a couple extra credits, but of course this is booming Black Ops 1 with the morally superior players go on about how they're doing like Mr. Commando Hurts over here.
Holy mother of gapping, Batman. Quit complaining about how you have to actually play the game to get good gear. If you like the easy mode, having everything handed to you, that's fine, but here, there is none of that. No dottle guns, elixirs, afterlife exploits to open doors for free, or glitch spots for you to take advantage of. There is raw zombie skill.
No glitch spots. You say, see, I wasn't going to pull this one because I knew you'd get salty about it, but now I've changed my mind. Joe, George, you know what to do. Well, at least George does. Joe, just come stand next to me.
I have nothing like the classic dog on glitch spots. Everyone's done this at least once, even you, Barry.
I still remember the first time I watched Sarsaparilla Sam do this glitch. It was so exciting. The dogs just completely ignored you.
Joe, that's just me that showed you that glitch. I can do it that whole time. Oh, God, do you really think I'm going to care about this obvious glitch spot? Maybe if it worked for the entire game, but it's only...
My ray gun.
Well, you snooze, you lose, and you know a lot about snoozing, and you're going to learn a lot from this election.
We'll see about that. The American people are going to give me 4 more years. Pause.
This guy can say pause. Is he reading off the teleprompter right now?
Of course he is. We all know he wouldn't be able to hold a conversation for even a millisecond if he hadn't come up with it himself.
See, case in point, ooh, I thought of something. Brock, remember, that one time we rode that big purple elephant down the chocolate lava mountain into Gumdrop Land?
What? Joe, that is not something that we did. That sounds like some kind of dream you had.
You mean the infinite ice cream cone that the king of all ice cream gave me wasn't real?
No. All right, that's quite enough of Ben Geriatric's delusional rambling to me. How about we talk about something else? Have any of you guys watched the new Fallout show?
I did. It absolutely sucked the nickel.
Really?
It's totally well.
Of course, so you didn't even give it a fair shot, did you?
I tried to, but of course they had to make the main character Mary Sue. They shoved gender politics into the Brotherhood of Steel, made the whole world over capitalism instead of China striking first, and totally retconned the story of New Vegas. What a joke.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, me personally, I actually like the show.
What are we talking about? Fallout Boy? Yeah, they've got some okay music, a little too age, and I can see the attraction.
No, Fallout like the video mixes. Have you never played them?
Oh, I see. I do vaguely remember playing it. You have to leave the vault to find the water chip because the old one's busted, right? They made a show of that game.
Holy Jesus, he's talking about the original Fallout from 1997. You know what? Just forget it. Barack, you should check it out. Don't listen to Donald. It's worth a shot.
We'll see. I still have to get around to watching the rest of this for season 2. Apparently there's some sort of knockoff Spider-Man cameo in it, so that sounds pretty cool.
Like Invincible, like that guy from Fortnite?
He's in Fortnite. He's not from Fortnite. He's from the comic Invincible.
Sorry to interrupt your lessons, Savior, but I just got the motherfucking ray gun, Dave.
Ray gun boys! Ray gun boys! Ray gun boys!
Dang it, I just got the knife that you put back into the box. Thanks for that.
I want dual kick, so I decide for a ray gun, although I guess it'll be my third gun. Hopefully I don't go down. Nice, of course I get the teddy bear first hit.
Seriously, Barack? You come over here while I'm getting the box and immediately move it?
Oh yeah, like it's totally my fault I got the bear. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry, Daddy Bush.
Guys, it's okay. Don't fight. There's a fire sale right here. Everyone get into a box.
Donald, please tell me.
Oh, you bet I did.
I'm sorry, Daddy Bush. I'm sorry, Daddy Bush. I love you, Daddy Trump. I hate you so much right now, Donald.
That's not what you were saying a second ago.
Although I did just join the ray gun in this thing, so I'll have to continue to follow it.
Let's go. I just got through the Ray Gun Boys Club complete.
Oh, yeah, this looks all the time. Only thing that would make this more epic is if I was dancing.
I think your current character fits you perfectly.
Ray gun boys for life.
See that, Bill? Now that we all have the Ray Gun and other good guns, let's save up some points and go to Pakistan.
I've already done enough to pack one of my guns, but I should probably grind up enough for my Retool.
Couldn't be a better time for a double points. Thanks whoever picked that up.
Actually, that was me that picked it up. You can thank me by deleting those stupid sound clips.
Nice try, pal. It's going to take a lot more than that for me to let go of these.
I love it.
I'm sorry, Daddy Bush. Wait, where's the one of me? I did the perfect line for you.
Joe, I told you I was going to clip that.
Whatever, don't delete it then. Let's just focus on getting enough points to go to that.
All right, well, it looks like we all have enough points to update at least one guy. And then there's money down to Obama. Did anyone link the teleporter?
Well, I really can't stand to see a black man with motion. Just kidding. But yeah, I linked it a lot to everyone get in.
Don't you think you get up? Like zesty big meal.
I'm here, let's teleport.
Dude, Deep Metal makes me sound like the greatest man alive. You remember that was a pretty good impression. Sure wish I could clip that and put it on the soundboard right now.
Well, you know, if you had this one, I told you to make a sound clip in your own server and play it in this night.
What the hell, George? Why would you tell him that?
Sorry, Donnie, but he kind of deserves it for the Danny clips.
Oh man, thank God my shadow plate is on. I still have this old Breaking Bad fan server I used to run.
Get up! Get up! Okay, fine, I'll stop. I'll delete the ones with you if you delete that.
Deal. I don't ever want to hear me saying you know what ever again.
Done. Now let's just go down some magnet attics and put this whole soundboard thing behind us.
Oh, they want my little standing there room, but it's all creepy and there's blood everywhere.
Will you quit it with that godforsaken lead noise already? I'm this close to smacking my own ears to make me deaf like yours, Boston.
I'm sorry, it just made me so sad and scared. Like, what if something happened to her?
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure it's better than coming face to face with you.
Oh man, finally time to start this banger. You guys all better have the music cranked.
It's like a village song to slay freak bags to.
You said it, boy.
Okay, I will admit the song goes hard, but I still like Karen.
Wait, it's about to hit.
Dude, there's like no zombies around me.
Probably because I got the number in the spawn room. I'm just jamming out blasting these pus buckets with my ray gun.
Well, I need points, Dad. I only have gun and speed cola. Plus, I gotta pack my ray gun.
I'm not stopping you from getting points. You need some. Go find some zombies.
Man, Lena Sigmund really went all out on the vocals for these songs. Nobody does it like her.
All thanks. No printer. I just got a fire stick.
I'm all set gun-wise. I'm not even about to hit it, although I guess I can try for monkeys.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Will definitely come in handy for the higher rounds. Wait, no way. I got the thunder gun. I might honestly have to switch out my ray gun for this.
Barack, you can't leave the Ray Gun Boys Club.
I'm sorry, Joe, but I have to do it. I'm starting my own group, the Thunder Gang.
Well, like the Thunder Gang.
Barack, nobody else can even join your group. Only one person can have the thunder gun.
Well, I know that. I'm not an idiot. We're just making a joke since you guys are in the ray gun boys. So.
I thought I would admit something to you once. Clearly, you don't care at all about the Ray Gun.
Oh, quit being dramatic, Joe. If you pulled the thunder gun, you would have taken it.
You don't know that.
Keep telling yourself that. I'm going to hit the teleport to go pack my thunder gun and put this film reel in the camera.
Just wait for me. I don't have enough to pack my ray gun.
Okay, well, hurry up.
All right, I have enough. Let's go.
I'm ready. Oh, shit, I'm getting smashed.
Oh, no. It's went down far.
Well, there goes my thunder gun.
I got you. Sorry, bro. By the time I realized you were getting hit, it was already over. Looks like the Thunder Gang is disbanded.
I guess so. Gonna have to read my own way first, too.
Damn, can't believe Barack went down during 115. That's embarrassing.
Well, at least now he has a chance to join the Ray Gun Boys Club.
All right, so it doesn't look like Barry's going to be going back to Pat anytime soon, so I'm just going to go now. Whoever's coming better get in the teleporter or be left behind.
I'm going to pack a punch this HK-21. It's pretty good.
Are you sure about that, Joe?
I'm sure.
Whatever, I'm tapping my ray gun.
Say, ray gun and RPK, pretty solid combo I'm running right now.
Really wish I was up there upgrading the thunder gun with you guys instead of down here having to revive and convert.
Oh, how the tables turned. Third rolling in the dough while I had the ballistic knife, and now you're the broken.
It was karma justice for leading the ray gun boys.
Yeah.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Oh, crap, I'm teleporting back. I almost forgot to put my film reel in the camera.
Oops, I forgot I had one of those while I'm in some creepy dentist's room.
Not really a big deal. Film reel just changed what's playing on the big screen.
Well, I'm basically set for the rest of the game. Just got to fill up my current loadout and we're ready for high rounds.
I'm in the same boat. Got all my weapons upgraded. Now I just need perks.
Yay, finally some more high rounds. It's been forever since we did high rounds. Not since Donald completely sabotaged the classified run.
That is so fake news. First of all, I did not sabotage classified. And second, we played World War, which we technically were aiming for high rounds on.
I mean, we barely got into the 20s on that, getting the worse off the run. So there wasn't really much in the way of high rounds.
Yeah, with geezers like us.
Well, we still got to play Chino, Newman, and Dirk Reese, so I guess we'll see how we fare on those maps.
Not really looking forward to that. But Derby will probably actually be fun, but not Chino Numa. That's going to suck.
You're wrong, Donald. Chino Numa is epic. It's got the Easter egg where you dig up that grave and get a free Wonder Waffle.
Still, there's so much wrong with what you just said.
That grave digging Easter egg is only on the mobile version of World at War Zombies. That's not on PC.
Yeah, and it's called the Wonder Waffle, not the Wonder Waffle, dumbass.
Oh man, 115 is over. Really wish you could play the music Easter egg more than once in this game. At least they added it in later entries.
It's too bad the music peaked in the game before they added it in the feature. But enough about that. Now that we don't have any epic battles, let's lock in and pass some rounds.
Yeah.
Well, here we are on round 23, starting to get up there. How high do you guys think we're going to be able to get?
Scumbag took an entire YouTube career off of it, and then he scammed his fans with CSGO gambling.
You mean like you scanned your fans with your shitty NFTs? Johnny, the CSGO thing may be confirmed, but the round 115 run cheating has disappeared.
A game theory.
Sure.
Nah, dude, that guy 100% faked that run. His character literally switched it multiple times, which is not even possible in a single run. In fact, he probably even cheated in 1v1 against Wings, too. People say he had radar on.
No, look at Donnie is not out here defending Wings of Redemption.
I'm just saying he was set up and sitting in the car.
No, Donnie, Wings would fucking sucks at Call of Duty.
So wait, who do you think is worse, Wings of Redemption or Dark Side Hill?
Oh man, 100% Dark Side Hill. At least Wings has the decency to cry like a little baby and throw his controller and ring. But DST will just sit there and blame everything but himself and act like the game fucks him over. And that's the only reason he loses.
What on earth do you keep talking about?
Just all couch shenanigans. Don't worry your sleepy little head about that, Joe. You like them, though. They're a lot like you, right?
I don't know, Donald, you constantly blaming the loss of the 2020 election on everything but yourself kind of comes off a little DSTS. So I'd say they have more in common with you. But anyway, to answer your question, George, no, I do not think we're going to get round 115. Even if we practice this match every day, it takes way too much time, and Joe would obviously fall asleep long before we got there.
I know I'm typically an advocate for high rounds, but 115 does sound a little unrealistic. That is, unless we sat in a glitch spot or something. I know Donnie's ears just pricked up hearing that last part.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like my sleeping agent activation place.
Really?
Come on, Joe, think about it for 2 seconds. Clearly not.
I wouldn't be too sure about that, Don. With the amount of time you spent with your I wouldn't be too surprised if there was some kind of Order 66 level shit in your subconscious.
Okay, now you're getting into some weird conspiracy theory stuff, George. How about we all just focus on not dying to these street bands?
2,000 years later. New Nivea Men Black and White with 72 hours of odor protection. Try Nivea Men Anti-Stain Formula to protect your clothes from white and yellow stains. New Nivea Men Black and White. Defends your colors. Nivea is for skin.
Oh, this is not looking good. Damn it, I'm down.
I got you, George. Back in your feet.
Thanks, Don. Wait, I'm down again.
I got you this time, George.
Thanks, Joe. It's going to be hard staying alive with no perks. Never mind, it's going to be absolutely impossible.
Yes, things are not looking too good for old up here.
Perfect opportunity to farm revives.
And I just immediately go back down. This sucks ass.
You're not the only one. You getting Donnie's got?
Well, it looks like we're going to be playing the medics, Donnie.
Yeah, you're telling me. Now get over here and revive Joe and let's get up Gilbert.
So much thinking that the only thing that got fired of waiting and they had to fire up anyone. I'm seriously going to lose it. I can't stay alive for more than like 30 seconds.
Sounds like a skill issue, bro.
Donald, you literally just revived me into a group of zombies and I instantly went down again. But what kind of skill issue is that?
Oops, my bad, but hey, I got 6 revives for the price of one.
I'm completely out of ammo. This is not good. No. Yeah, I'm down.
Hold on, Joe, I got you.
I'll try and cover you.
Ah, Donald, I thought you said you were going to cover me.
I said I was going to try. George, get over here and give me a hand.
I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm completely tapped out in the ammo department right now.
Just stop it on me, Joe. I got it up.
This is not going to end well.
I'm up.
Wait, not the rules.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck, too. Okay, please, I got up.
Okay, Donald, be very careful. You got to get us up. Don't die.
Donald, please. Don't let me bleed out. Revive me first for the ray gun boy.
Don't be stupid, Donald. Revive me first, and then we'll get the other.
Sorry, Barry, but my allegiance is to the Red Gun Boys. To democracy.
I'm up. Thank you so much, Donnie.
No!
Nice, real nice. You just completely blew it by reviving Joe.
I'll sit on the spin barrage. Joe was 2 seconds away from bleeding out. And if he lost all his guns, it would have been over anyway.
Yeah. Okay, you got a point. But what I want to know is how the hell did George end up with 27 downs?
Yeah, you got more than double the amount of downs I have.
Because Donald was milking the shit out of me. Look at how many revives the guy has.
Hey, man, not my fault you couldn't stay alive to save your life. I managed to inch out the most revives thanks to you, even if it was just by one.
Well, I hope you're real proud of that. Me, on the other hand, I look like this is my first time ever playing COD Zombies. 27 downs, God, that's embarrassing.
Not as embarrassing as me having the least amount.
Australia is home to some of the world's most beautiful islands, but beneath their stunning beauty lie dark secrets and restless spirits. From forgotten prisons to abandoned colonies, these haunted islands hide stories that will chill you to the bone. Ready to explore the top 10 most haunted islands in Australia? Let's dive into the shadows, if you will. One, Norfolk Island. Norfolk Island Territory. They say when the wind howls across Norfolk Island, it carries voices from the past, anguished whispers that refuse to fade. This island, nestled in the Pacific, is paradise by day, but by night, something stirs beneath its music. Once a brutal penal colony, it was home to murders, thieves, and the broken souls of those who never made it out alive. At the ruins of the Kingston settlement, footsteps echo across stone floors, yet no one's there. Lanterns flicker without lid, and some say they've seen the silhouette of a man hanging on the gallows, swaying slowly in the mist. The most chilling tale, Bloody Room. Built by convicts, its name isn't just legend. One night, a guard was murdered by his prisoners and buried within the bridge itself. Since then, drivers report a cold presence beside them, and some hear the guard's rasping breath, begging for justice. On Norfolk Island, the past doesn't rest. It wills. Cockatoo Island, New South Wales. By day, Cockatoo Island is a quiet relic in Sydney Harbour, but when the sun dips, its shadows awaken. Once a prison for the damned, its sandstone walls still remember the screams. The cells, carved by hand, are cold and narrow. Too narrow for escape, but just wide enough for terror. They say if you walk alone near the convict barracks at night, you'll hear chains dragging on the stone. No tourists, no staff, just you, and the sound growing closer. The tunnels beneath the island are worse, claustrophobic, dark, and damp. Many refuse to enter after sundown. Some who did never make it back to the sand. The most unsettling tale? A worker once heard a child crying deep in the tunnels. He followed the sound deeper, darker, until the crying stopped, and a whisper asked, "Why did you leave me here?" On Cockatoo Island, it's not the silence you fear, it's what breaks it. Right. The body part lets you easily understand what is the fastest way to reach your health and fitness goals, hasn't it? 3. Sarah Island, Tasmania. Hidden in the misty wilderness of Tasmania lies Sarah Island. Once a penal settlement so cruel, even the toughest convicts dared to leave. Isolated by icy waters and surrounded by thick forests, escape was nearly impossible, unless you were willing to kill for it. It's closed
clothes torn, his eyes hollow. When questioned, he whispered, "They tasted like pork." Now, on stormy nights, some swear they see a lone figure prowling the shoreline, eyes glowing faintly in the dark. Others have heard double breathing just behind them, but no one's there. Sarah Island doesn't just trap the living, it keeps the dead, and they're always hungry. South 4, Peel Island, Queensland. Just off the coast of Brisbane lies Peel Island, calm, quiet, forgotten. But beneath the silence, the island keeps a dark secret. In the early 1900s, it was a leper colony, a place where the sick were exiled to die. No families, no farewell, just isolation and slow decay. The crumbling ruins still stand, the old hospital, the sheds, the morgue. Locals say you can hear coughing in the trees when the wind blows just right, and sometimes weeping from the overgrown graveyard. But it's the lazaret, the isolation wall, that holds the darkest energy. A ranger once claimed he heard footsteps behind him inside the abandoned wall. Slow, dragging steps. When he turned, nothing. But the footsteps didn't stop. They came closer. He ran, swearing he felt a hand graze his back. Peel Island isn't just haunted by pain. It's haunted by those the world tried to forget, but who remember everything. Five, Lord Howe Island, New South Wales. Lord Howe Island is picture perfect, turquoise waters, lush hills, untouched paradise. But don't let them keep you, because something on this island watches when the sun goes down. Locals whisper of the grey lady, a figure seen drifting along the shore near Old Settlement Beach, dressed in tattered colonial rags, face hidden by a veil. He appears on foggy nights, always silent, always alone. Legend says she was the wife of a ship captain who vanished at sea. She waited for years, until madness took her. One morning, they found her body in the surf, eyes wide, mouth open, as if she died screaming. Since then, strange things happened. Boats anchored near the beach have slipped their moorings during calm waters. Hikers report sudden cold patches and the sound of crying just off the trail. And once, only once, a child vanished for hours, only to be found at dusk, soaked, whispering. She told me to wait with her. On Lord Howe Island, even the waves seemed to whisper her name. Six, Bruny Island, Tasmania. Bruny Island is wild and windswept. Its cliffs battered by the sea, its forests deep and whispering. But ask the locals, and they'll tell you about the lightkeeper's door and the storm that never ended. Long ago, at the old Cape Bruny lighthouse, a keeper lived with his young daughter. One winter night, a violent storm rolled in. The girl wandered outside and vanished into the blackness. They searched for days. Nothing. But her father swore he still heard her voice, calling from the cliffs, begging to come home. Years passed. The keeper died at the light, alone and mad. Now visitors report seeing a pale figure standing near the edge of the cliffs, staring out to sea. Sometimes she turns. Sometimes she smiles. And on stormy nights, the wind carries her voice, soft, chill. Papa, I'm still here. On Bruny Island, the storm may come, but some spirits never leave the lighthouse.
Ever wonder what happens when lights like these almost suddenly become like this? Cases like this are practically textbook example of people not taking preventative steps against edema. It's always creeping in, but with these insults, edema won't catch you.
Meet our facility, a breakthrough in foot comfort technology that fits any type of shoe and protects you from foot-related issues like plantar fasciitis and edema in less than using ways. 1. The answer.
7. Rottnest Island, Western Australia. Rottnest Island is known today for smiling quackers and sunny beaches, but beneath the postcards lies a history soaked in sorrow. For nearly a century, this was a prison for Aboriginal men and boys. Over 370 of them died here, most buried in unmarked graves, their names forgotten. At night, the island feels different, cold, heavy. Walk near the old prison walls and you might feel locked. Or worse, followed. Guards once heard footsteps in empty corridors, keys rattling with no hand to hold them. Lights flicker in the museum, where chains still hang from the walls. The most chilling tale? A tourist wandered off the trail one evening and found himself in a clearing, silent, still, until dozens of dark shapes rose from the earth around him. He ran, but he swears he heard one word behind him. Remember. Rottnest isn't just haunted, it's grieving, and the ground itself remembers every name we chose to forget. Eight, Fraser Island, Kagari, Queensland. Fraser Island, now known as Kagari, is a place of ancient reef, endless sand dunes, and crystal clear lakes. But the land holds secrets far older than the maps. The Retool people say the island is sacred, and those who don't show respect risk waking something that should never be disturbed. There's a lake deep in the forest, Lake Waddy. Tourists say it's stunning, but locals avoid it after dark. They speak of a woman in green, gliding just beneath the water surface, her eyes open, always watching. A man once camped nearby and woke to find wet footprints circling his tent, though no one was there. Then there's the shipwrecked Maheno, rusted and broken on the beach. Some claim they've seen shadowy figures moving across its decks, long after sunset. One photographer captured a perfect shot, until he looked closer and saw a pale face in the window, staring back. On Fraser Island, beauty is a mask, and sometimes what lies beneath wants to be seen. Nine, North Stradbroke Island, Queensland. North Stradbroke Island gives calm, laid-back beaches, gentle waves, and golden sunsets. But stay a little longer, and you'll feel it too, that eerie stillness that creeps in just after dark. At Amity Point, fishermen tell of strange lights hovering above the water, then vanishing without a sound. Some say it's just the sea playing tricks. Others remember the old shipwreck off the coast, and the sailor who drowned trying to reach shore. His body was never found, but his cries still echo across the time. Then there's Dunwich Cemetery, perched near the sea. Hundreds were buried there from the island's days as a leper colony and asylum. Visitors report that air turns cold without warning. Some have seen a woman in white walking between the headstones, her dress soaked, her face hidden beneath dripping hair. She disappears if you call out, but sometimes she turns to look. On North Stradbroke, the past is shallow, just beneath the sand, just beneath the sea, and it doesn't like to be forgotten. Ten, Garden Island, Western Australia. Garden Island, just off the coast of Perth, is a military base now, off limits for most. But long before the fences and silence, it was something else entirely. A place of war, whispers, and restless spirits. During World War II, hidden bunkers were carved into the earth. Soldiers lived, trained, and died here. Some by accident, others by choice. Deep underground, where sunlight never reaches, men swore they heard voices in the dark. Voices speaking in languages they didn't understand. One legend tells of a soldier who went missing during a night patrol. Days later, they found his rifle and his boots, perfectly placed at the entrance of a sealed tunnel. His body was never recovered, but to this day, Guards report hearing heavy footsteps pacing that same tunnel, stopping just behind them. Then nothing. On Garden Island, not all soldiers made it home, and some never stopped to go out in the dark. These islands may be paradise by day, but at night, they're haunted past.
This Space Marine would be purging heretics for the Emperor in no time. Maybe for this guy, I'll even do some insane battle game. Like he just finished fighting the tyranny of Retool. Oh. Sure thing, honey. Just give me a sec. Probably a good time to take a break anyways. I'll let that code drive come check on it later.
Are you expecting any resources?
Not that I can remember. Maybe it's one of the guys or the Jeff. You know how much